Okay, everybody, how you doing? Mark here. Today we are out on another section of Ice Age Trail. This here is called the Madison Segment, and we, of course, are in the Madison area. Verona's to the south of us. Middleton is to the north of us, and it seems like we're closer to those two cities more than we are to Madison. But I think we're technically in Madison in this area. I think. I don't know. I don't really know how Fitchburg, Verona, and Middleton all interact with each other for their boundaries. I think technically once we're at the halfway point on the bridge is technically when we're on the Madison area. All right, so now I'm on the Madison segment of the Ice Age Trail. Now you will notice I do not have Missy with me. And the reason for that is because about half of this segment does not allow dogs. The reason for that is we will be traveling through the Wisconsin University golf course. And of course, they don't want dogs on the golf course. So I am doing this by myself. All right, so is this? Yes, I think it is. I was wondering about this because there's a lot of trails around the city like that paved trail that we were just on. And I wasn't sure if this was actually going to follow a paved trail, but apparently not. We just get off the trail over there and we're just connecting it or crossing it right up here. You could have just kept it here. Don't get me wrong. I like walking off of a paved trail, but it's just kind of funny. We literally just got off of it and we're right crossing it again. Look at these tall sunflowers we got out here. We're going to see a lot of flowers too. And you got these little purple ones down there. You can move your image around and look down and see the purple flowers there. I see some Queen Anne lace over here. That's what that white one is down there. I have no idea what the yellow ones are called. I don't think those are daisies, but I could be wrong. I don't know what this little shrub bush is here with those berry-looking pods on them. I have no idea what that is. Look at that. Rocks that rolled from Canada to Dane County via the glaciers. So yeah, that's what these rocks are here. They're saying that those actually came out of Canada. I wasn't sure exactly what this day was going to bring me as far as weather goes. I didn't know if it was going to be sunny or cloudy, and it looks like it's mostly cloudy. I didn't know what the humidity was going to be like or nothing like that. But it's kind of breezy today, which is nice. It makes me feel a little more comfortable, even though we're pushing right around 80 degrees. But it's a pretty nice day, really. Yeah, when I typically go out hiking, the least amount of people I see, for me, the better. I don't like seeing a whole lot of people on the trail. But being that I'm up in the Madison area, these trails get pretty well used. Oh, there's some more big rocks there. There's a couple more there. So yeah, today I think I'm just going to have to accept that I'm going to see other walkers, some bicyclists, and I think that's all these trails are rated for. I don't think you'll see ATVs and dirt bikes. I'm talking motorized dirt bikes, not BMX style dirt bikes, and other things like that. And we'll probably see houses for most of the trip. And we'll be fairly close to roadways. So yeah, I'm not going to get that I'm alone in the world type feeling. Let's talk about the trail a little bit, and that I really know nothing about it. I didn't look it up. I didn't look at my guidebook. Oh, there's a little froggy down there. Say hi, little froggy. Here he is. Sorry, guys. But I didn't look up any of the information for the trail, short of that it is 3.1 miles in one direction. Of course, I've got to go back to the truck, so I've got to do it twice. So I will be doing about 6.2, that's close to about 6.25 miles. But as far as hill difficulty and trail difficulty, I really do not know. So I will splash up my little images on what I find when I look at my guidebook at home, if that guidebook is still current, because I've got a 2020 and 2021 guidebook, and I know that trails have changed from that guidebook to what is currently out. Oh, there's another froggy down there. I just saw him hopping. This is kind of nice actually coming down through here. A little bit of a slope, zigzagging around the trees. Got some deadfall here. This is nice. Now my big thing is, how many people know that the Ice Age Trail is here and they don't need to be using the paved path up there? It looks like the trail used to go up that way, but now they took it this way. Maybe, I don't know. Could be just my eyes playing tricks on me, but that's the way it looked to me. Looks like they've been working kind of hard out here, getting invasive species taken care of, and getting more of the native prairie plants to be out in the field out here. Looks nice. Now, just because we are walking through residential areas does not really mean that we're going to come across a lot of places for you to stop and use bathrooms or get drinks of water or sodas or something from a convenience store. There were little vault toilets at the trailhead, at the parking lot, but I don't know if we're going to really go buy anything relatively close that you can say, well, I'm just going to run over the gas station down the road and quickly use a bathroom or get something to drink. So as you can see, I have a backpack on, and inside that backpack I have two 24-ounce bottles of water, and I froze some water in the bottle overnight. Yeah, see? So right there, the sign is saying that it's turning. It says that it's turning here, but you can definitely tell there was a path there, and they've just piled a bunch of little stick debris to keep people from going up that way. So that's fine, I don't care. And that's really all I've got in my bag is just those 2 bottles of water. And it was just because I didn't think that we were going to really come across anything that would allow me to get a drink. I think you can go into the clubhouse at the golf course and maybe purchase something, but I don't know if they have anything you can take with you. I just don't know. I've never been to that golf course. All right, I have to really keep my eyes open for where these Ice Age trails go. It's like I said, there are trails everywhere throughout the city, and I need to make sure that I'm using the Ice Age trail, so I'm constantly looking for the yellow blazes. And in fact, just on the other side of this bridge here, I do see an Ice Age trail blaze saying to go left, so we'll have to turn and go that way. So how have you guys been doing this week? Did you guys get out on any interesting hikes and find anything cool? Maybe my camping motorcycle video, or I should say my motorcycle camping video, inspired you to jump on your bike and go investigate that road that you've been wondering what's down there. Did you do it? What did you find? Make comments down below, guys. Let me know what you do. You know, are you doing anything fun and interesting? It just dawned on me that someone has made a little shelter thing there. A little stick hut, basically. And it's weird, too, that this tree, the main branch is right on the ground. It's like it broke off, but it hasn't died. It's still blooming, but it's off of the main trunk here. That's weird. Came out of the wooded area back there, and it looks like I'm coming out onto a bald top here. Don't know if I'm actually going to walk to the top of the bald, though. It looks like I'm kind of more or less skirting around the side of it. Now, if you're wanting to bring your dog out on this trail, you can, but pretty much after you cross County M, that's when the no dog portion of the trail starts. So where I am right now, Missy could be on here, your dog can be on here. Nothing wrong with that. Hello, little Robin. Okay, I believe that's County M right over there by that bridge. But I don't think we crossed it for a little while yet. I mean, I could be wrong. We might go down right under the bridge here. And that very well could be what we're going to do. Which means we're probably already done, I'm going to assume, a mile. Because I think the majority of this trail goes through the golf course. That's weird that it has an arrow pointing that way. It's not like there's another trail that goes off somewhere. You see these a lot around the farms and stuff to keep cows from going through them. But they're also usually at 90-degree angles, not 45s. But I think coming down here is more what that arrow was telling us. You know, we don't use the path up there, and we don't go that way. So we are going to go underneath the bridge. Now, the last bridge that I went through here in the Madison area was on the, what was it, the Military Ridge Trail. And they had artistic murals and pictures and stuff in the bridge. And this is plain. Actually, no graffiti at all. That's bizarre. Okay, but I do see a marker just outside the tunnel here. It's saying Ice Age Trail goes to the left. And yep, as you can guess, this is the golf course. So this is where there is no dogs allowed. Now I'm really going to have to keep my eyes open for the markers so I don't start walking down a fairway or something. I've only technically been to this golf course once, and that was when I was driving Uber and Lyft, and I was actually bringing a tournament player to the golf course for his golf tournament. And that was the only time I've ever been through this golf course. I have no idea what it looks like. I see an informational kiosk over there in front of that building, but I don't know if it's for the trail or what it's for. And I really don't see a sign outside the building saying what the building's for. But that's more of the signs of information that I want. I'm kind of hoping the golf course will get us off of the cart path. Kind of hoping that happens. Look at that, guys, it did. It's actually got me walking down. I don't think this is an actual part of a fairway, but at least it's got me walking along the side of something. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at over here. I see pallets and other things all overgrown in those weeds and bushes and shrubs and stuff. It's like, you know, does the golf course even know what's in there anymore? Do they sit there and say, well, we had one of these, but we don't know what happened to it, and it's just because it got swallowed up by some shrubs? Makes me wonder, you know, what's in here? What has been lost in here? You know, maybe there's an old tractor or something used to mow the grounds of the golf course, and it's just tucked in there and it's been lost to time. I'm not seeing any blazes, so I'm going to stay close to this cornfield because this is the more straight path, basically. There's a couple of turkeys under that tree. I don't know if you can see them under the shade. There's a couple of turkeys, 3 of them, under the shade of that big tree. Cool. Saw a little wildlife then. That's nice. And I think we went the right way. I think I'm seeing a blaze yellow right up here in front of us. It's nice. So yep, there's our yellow blaze. Wow, look at the size of that. What is that? That's a oak tree. That's a biggie. Yeah. This little wooded area that we came into isn't too bad. Yellow up on that tree there that I just smacked. What was that? If you guys know birds, let me know what that is. Got a little boardwalk bridge here. Wow, that's actually kind of deep. This must be just a little runoff stream, but that's probably a good 6 feet down. More like 7 from the platform of the bridge. Wow. I was not expecting that. Look at these big piles of brush. Got one off to the left here, got a bigger one off to the right. Those don't look like shelters or anything, they're just piles. Let's see, what does it say? Rabbit brush piles for wildlife. So those are shelters for rabbits. There's a golf ball down there by that stump on the ground. You guys see that little white? I think it's right about there. That's a golf ball. That's funny. Okay, but that's kind of cool. These big brush piles are rabbit shelters. That's neat. Since I went into that wooded area, I don't feel like I'm on the golf course. I feel like I'm off somewhere. So now I'm starting to have that, I'm almost alone in the world type sensation. Been watching an anime, a Japanese animation cartoon lately. And part of the storyline has me bothered. I'm watching the cartoon of Dr. Stone. And if you guys don't know it, basically everybody that's on planet Earth gets turned to stone. And for some reason, swallow birds. No other creatures. But there were astronauts up on the International Space Station that weren't on Earth when it happened, so nothing happened to them. They ended up coming down to Earth, and they're basically living a apocalyptic lifestyle. And they're already living in a man-made hut and hunting for food and foraging and stuff. It's like, go to the grocery stores, find food, open up the house and see what's inside and just live in a house. Why are you already making things difficult for you? Use what's there. It's not like everything on the planet was destroyed. So yeah, I'm kind of having a problem with that. But I'm also having other issues with the cartoon series and how fast this Senku, I think is what his name is able to produce everything for what he wants in his newly developed world. Oh, got some golfers here. Gosh, I haven't golfed in years. I used to go out with my dad and brother all the time. My brother Brian would actually participate in little tournaments and stuff. It was a lot of fun, but my back started getting worse and worse and worse, and my brother borrowed my clubs once and I never got them back, so that was pretty much the end of my golfing career, or at least my hobby of playing golf. This must be another rabbit habitat, along with another one over there, and another one over there, and another one over there. There's a bunch of them around here. All right, guys, I'm going to talk a little softer because of the golfers around. I just came up out of the woods there onto this path, and the only reason I came up this way is I saw that yellow blaze on that electrical panel there, and it must have been the right decision because I see another yellow blaze up here. Oh. Okay, so that white top building over there, I think that's the clubhouse. I think we're about halfway through the golf course. I think. This has been strenuous. It's been a long time since I've walked a golf course, and I don't remember them being this hilly. At least not the golf courses I've been on. I don't know if you can see the American flag up over the top of the hill over there. And there's also golf carts in front of us. So if you need a bathroom or need to run in, maybe get some water or something, you should be able to go in there and get some. And there's another yellow blaze right across the roadway here. Ooh. Hopefully this will be a little cooler. Okay, came out of that last wooded area, and I came out to a tee off area. I don't know if I'm supposed to go over there. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Ooh, I might have to stop for a water break pretty soon. And I think I will right here. So what I did is I actually wrapped my ice cold water bottle in the towel. Now the towel's nice and cool, and I can put that around my neck, cool me off a little bit. It won't take long for this towel to warm back up, but the immediate touch is kind of cold. But my ice, that was probably about that thick at the bottom of my bottle, is completely melted. That's how warm it is. All right, I'm going to just sit here, slug down probably at least half this bottle of water, and then we'll continue on our way, okay? Okay, so I did go up the right way. That wide path I was on just kind of turned into this little track. So yeah, I'm definitely in the right spot. Had a good break. Ended up drinking down that whole bottle of water. I thought I was going to maybe drink half of it, but nope. I definitely wanted the whole thing. I do like the trail a bit more when I'm away from the golf course. You know, like where I'm at now. You might hear a clink of someone driving or hitting the tennis ball, or the golf ball. But for the most part, you really don't hear much of anything. So I am definitely enjoying the path through here. It's actually quite nice. There's lots of birds. You know, maybe you can see a bunny going in and out of one of those habitats, or catch a frog or something like that, like we did earlier. Another little birdie there. Got some robins right up there. They just took off down the path. So yeah, I'm seeing lots of birds. I'm hearing lots of birds. But this golf course is towards the outskirts of town, so it is possible you might stumble upon a deer too. Just never know. That's interesting too. It looks like this whole thing was painted white. I don't know if that's from the mushroom or someone actually is trying to kill them off. I don't know. Maybe someone sprayed it with mushroom spores. I don't know. I don't know why that part of the log is kind of that gray white. It's actually kind of weird. After I after I stopped for that water break, and now I'm going through this treed shadow area. The sun is behind some clouds to even make it a little darker. But even though there's not much wind coming through, I do feel it a little bit, but not much. I actually feel nice and cool. I mean, to the point where my skin feels like it has goosebumps. And I'm thinking, I'm hearing a road up here, so I'm thinking we're probably getting close to the end. And like I said, once we reach the road, that's the end of the segment. Of course, I got to turn around and go back. But as far as the video goes, I will finish it at the road, at the end of the Madison segment here. So I suppose I could actually start closing out the video now. It's been fairly nice, really. I was afraid that I was going to be walking like along fairways and stuff, but you really don't. You know, you might cross a tee-off area, or at least right behind one or something like that. You will probably more than likely see golfers. But yeah, here's the road right up here. But for the most part, I've seen no one on the trail. But all in all, it wasn't bad. I really wasn't bothered by bugs. I've seen a few places where there were gnats and flies and stuff like that, but nothing was really buzzing around my head or trying to suck my blood or anything like that. So I didn't really have problems with biting flies, mosquitoes, things like that. Some of the heavily flowered areas, I did see some bumblebees. So just be mindful of them. Don't freak out and try to swat on them or step on them, because then you'll piss them off and then they sting you, okay? Give them a little bit of room, just walk around them. That's all you got to do. Oh, the hills were mostly intense going through the golf course. The about, what, mile or so before the golf course, a little hilly, but not bad. And the trail conditions, dry. We haven't had rain for a few days, so yeah, everything was nice and dry. Didn't have to worry about mud puddles or anything like that. So for me today, the Ice Age Trail, the Madison segment, the one back there, right over my shoulder, is a good, nice hike. Short of not being able to take your dog onto the golf course, but it was still a good hike. All right, this is Mark saying thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family. You know, say, hey, look what this idiot does. But always believe you guys can go out for your venture, go out for your journey, go out for your ride, and cook that new dish. Always believe heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Bye, guys. All right, 3.1 miles back.